how important is it for somebody to have like just a dedicated 30-minute meditation practice a day? And is
It's
30 minutes enough? Do we need more? Do we need
you know,
less?
I actually studied with Ming Tong many years ago when he just
Oh, you
started.
did? Oh, you
Yeah,
know Ming Tong. Okay.
yeah, I know him well.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
studied with him, I think,
He's
as
so
early
funny.
as 2008, 2009. So very early on. And yeah,
That's awesome.
yes, so from his approach, you can never meditate too much.
Yeah.
There's no such a danger. But I think it has to be suitable for the person. So if somebody is very high energy and it's hard for them to sit, then you do short meditation multiple times. It's especially important to do meditation when you start your day. And I really like the faculty that, I mean, you have a really good teachers. And at the end of the day. So the end of the day is a time when we review our daily activity. And it's a time when we rejoice for anything that we have done that helped somebody else. And anything we've done that benefited, us and made us a better person. And we let go of anything negative that we have done. Very important. It's not feeling guilty, it's letting go. So we don't feel guilty later on. And people can do it also by visualizing white light coming to the top of their head and washing their body until the body becomes lighter, like a body of white light. And then this is a very basic practice. There are more esoteric practices built on this. And then when we feel this lightness, then we go to sleep. And it will affect the quality of our sleep, the insight during our sleep, and it will turn sleep into a meditation practice. And then when we wake up, we can take 3 deep exhalation, kind of releasing, and then we just let our gaze just rest in the space in front of us, completely opened. And then if people are less trained and they get carried by thought, then just follow your breath and just emphasize the exhalation and the letting go until you feel like your spider web that gets cut, and your experiential field grows and gets bigger and bigger. And now if you feel that you're more relaxed, you feel more happy, don't stop there. Stay there. If it's another minute, if it's another 2, if it's another 5, and let it percolate. And then using it for healing, we often, when we meditate it from here out, which is very, very typical. Then let it come into your being. First, let it come into your being by letting the experience of openness, of spaciousness come into your heart, into your body. Then you'll dissolve the boundary between the outside and the inside. One of the first things that happens when meditation truly unfolds is that the sense of boundary of skin falls away. You don't no longer feel the separation between the outside and your body. And then you flip it, and now you come from the inner center of your heart, from the center of your spine and the level of your heart. And from there, everything comes to a place where now the openness, like when you're sending healing to every person, now the healing is going through every cell in your body. And when it goes through every cell in your body and it goes outside, you realize that when it's healing the cells in your body, these cells were made out of countless human beings. Countless. If each generation is 25 years, in 2,000 years back, it's an infinite number of people. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, it's an infinite number. They all affected us. They all made us who we are. They all gave us our strength in one level or another. And they all also left some difficult imprints. So when we are sending this light through every cell in our body, we are also healing these people because they have deposited their traumas in us. And if we are healing a trauma of somebody from 1,000 years ago, there are 2 to the, I don't remember there are probably hundreds of thousands of people who are holding this trauma, just like with all the genetic testing. Now we are affecting all of them. Wow. And we just sit in this field recognizing the interdependence. In Buddhism, they say you should have love and compassion for others as if they were your parents for some time. Yeah. Well, mathematically, we are all interrelated. It's impossible that we are not.
That's assuming that you love your parents and you have a
Yeah,
good relationship.
right.
With
Of
your
course,
parents.
of course. So that's a great comment, especially in the West. They
Yeah,
always say it can be your children, whoever you feel, right?
yeah.
But at some point, all of us were parents or relatives of somebody else. At some point, going back thousands of years, it's mathematically impossible. People who come from similar ethnic background, religious background, we've probably had millions of joint relatives going back. So this crazy interdependence, this complexity, remember we talked about complexity and simplicity today? This complexity, these pieces of wood, these multiple expressions, they all dissolve in the field of love. They all dissolve in the field of light. So with this explanation, suddenly the meditation has more power because we have this understanding. And then once we have this understanding, then we just let go, even for a few seconds. And then during the day, we just remind ourselves. One of the things that saved me with my meditation and allowed me to progress beyond the fact that my teachers believed in me, I was kind of stuck, but I kept going, is that my obsessiveness, I would remind myself every 10 seconds to meditate, literally. Later, I was working no matter what, every 10 seconds, rest your mind, relax, let go, all day long. So after now, the few hours in the morning would charge me up. And then, then it would kind of unwind, and I would remind myself until the next day, until it becomes a habit. So now it's a habit of mine to meditate when I talk, to meditate when I speak. And then what happens suddenly, everything you do in life becomes meditation. Everything you do in life becomes offering of healing at one level of another, depending on how tuned or untuned I am. That's why it's a journey, right? But that's a great journey.
Thanks for listening to the Nathan Crane Podcast. If you found value in today's podcast, please share it with others, subscribe to catch future episodes, and leave a rating and a review. For more information or to connect with Nathan, check him out online at www.nathancrane.com and follow him on Facebook and YouTube at Nathan Crane. Until next time, this has been the Nathan Crane Podcast.